night, what a night. Oh gosh, what a night. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good.
Sakpase, beautiful people. Thank you for tuning into WDRB Media. You're listening to Gold Diggin with Dagmar, and I'm your host and the sponsor of today's show, Dagmar Demore, your Carolina's agent. Unlock your dream home with me, an award-winning realtor and author of the critically acclaimed book, The Complete Guide to Buying a Home. Get the best buying, selling, and investment advice to find your dream property. Call 704-750-0088 or visit yourcarolinasagent.com. That's yourcarolinasagent.com, unlocking the home of your dreams. Gold diggers, get ready to meet an extraordinary young woman. She's a cosmetology graduate, a sophomore at Winston-Salem State University, social work major with a minor in business, and she's just 18 years old. But that's not all. She's also the proud owner of not just one, but two successful businesses. She's an entrepreneur, hairstylist, and true servant of Christ. She's the youngest and seventh child in her family, but she's already making waves in the business world. Her name is Jade McIver, but she prefers to be called Jade Azariah, a name that embodies the strength, courage, and vision she brings to everything she does. Today, we have the privilege of speaking with Jade as she shares her story of inspiration and success. From overcoming obstacles to building her businesses from the ground up, Jade is a true inspiration to young people everywhere. Jade, welcome to Gold Diggin with Dagmar.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. There is a fountain of youth. It is your mind, your talents, and the creativity you bring to your life and the lives of the people you love, according to a quotation attributed to Sophia Loren. When we return from a quick break, get ready to be inspired by the amazing Jade Azariah, a true rising star in the world of entrepreneurship. Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community, and those streaming live through free TuneIn Radio app and through iHeartRadio. You're listening to Gold Diggin with Dagmar, and I'm your host, Dagmar Demore. You can connect with me on Facebook as Dagmar Demore Realtor, on Instagram at Your Carolina's Agent, and on the web at yourcarolinasagent.com. If you're just tuning in, we are Gold Diggin with entrepreneur Jade Azariah. Today, we'll delve into the fascinating and quickly expanding world of young business owners who are establishing companies and finding success at younger ages than ever before. Young entrepreneurs are breaking down barriers and redefining what it means to be successful by creating their own startups and expanding on passion projects. But why are so many young people beginning their own businesses? What drives them to work so hard early in life? Jade, you're a young adult, and many people your age are still trying to figure out their way and purpose in life. What inspired you to start your own business at such a young age?
Okay, so I was 16 years old, and this is when the pandemic happened, and I was in the house, not able to get a job because everything was closed down, and I decided to start my own business just because I never wanted to continue to clock in for somebody else. And honestly, I needed to keep my mind right. Being stuck in the house for such a long time, you have to keep your mental going so you don't shut down.
True. So what was your inspiration in choosing the businesses that you run?
I guess I would say it was more so a passion. I love the beauty industry. So I decided to just pick up a comb just because I seen how much money it could make me.
Okay.
But as well as I wanted to try something new, just being so young and passionate about something, I was natural for about all my life. So me doing my own hair, I just consider doing everybody else's, I guess you could say.
Okay. So that's one of your businesses. What inspired you for the second business?
Okay, so me becoming a sweet maker was honestly God's plan. I was a freshman in college at the time, and I just fell in love with sweets. I have a sweet tooth, honestly. And I was
Don't we
like,
all?
yes. I was like, why not make my own and sell them just because it could be good for others? So Psalm Sweets came along from, I went to a group Bible study on the college campus, and he kept quoting verses from Psalm. And I was just like, why not just make it Psalm Sweets? So it was really all God's plan.
Do you have any mentors in your life that help you focus on your goals in business?
I would say number one, my dad. He's been an entrepreneur, I believe, for 25 years now.
Okay.
So he owned a restaurant for about, I don't want to say the wrong amount of years, but 25 years. And I would say just him, he's raised 7 kids. I'm number 7. So I would say him just providing for his kids, seeing the coming home late at night, but him being able to buy cars off the lot and him being able to provide for all of us. But just, he's also an accountant. So seeing him manage money very well, I wanted to get a taste of that money. So I would say he's a big inspiration, but also my mother, she's an entrepreneur as well. And another inspiration was just most of all be myself, because I want to be the one to make it out for my family.
Okay, that is amazing. So tracking goals is an essential part of achieving them. Can you share any successes that you've experienced so far in your businesses?
Yes. So as a freshman in college, I was able to purchase my first car on my own.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Congrats.
thank you. And I also, while I was in cosmetology school at the Doobie Shop, School of Cosmetology, I had an interview with Spectrum News 1. And those are 2 of the most major things that I've done so far, yes.
Okay. So you've accomplished the hardest part, which was starting the businesses, starting your own company. What are your goals for your company in the future, short term and long term?
Short term, I would say to have vending machines all over, supplying my own braiding gels and products, especially on HBCU campuses. Some people may not have their car on camp or just need to get a quick jar of gel. So I want to be able to provide that on campus. And I will also say long term would be by the time I graduate with my degree at the age of 20, around that time, I want to have my own storefront salon.
That's amazing. Oh, that would have been helpful. I went to HBCU and there was no public transportation and we were stuck on campus trying to figure out how to do our own hairs with the limited resources that we have. So that is a great idea. We have to stop for a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to Go Diggin with Dagmar, and I'm your host, Dagmar Demore, your Carolina's agent, unlocking the home of your dreams. If you're just tuning in, we are Gold Digging with Entrepreneur Jade Azariah. Jade, what are some of the challenges you face in starting and running your own business?
The first challenge would be, so at the time I was a full-time high school student and student athlete, and I was also graduating earlier.
Oh gosh, wow.
So, and I had a 9 to 5 at Cookout. So I would just say trying to balance all those things out at one time, having to go to cheer practice, the basketball game, turning my work in on time, emailing counselors just to graduate a year early. I graduated at the age of 16.
Oh my goodness.
So it was just hard. And another obstacle I faced was just comparing myself to social media platforms or on there. I would just say getting on there and seeing how successful people younger than me, older than me were doing and why I was in the same boat as them.
Okay. Okay. How did you overcome that?
Stop comparing.
Very good.
And just listening to God. I believe in God's timing. So I feel like once it is my time to shine, it'll come. And not worry about others' paths, because I don't know what they've been through to get there or what they've done to get there.
Okay.
So,
that too. Yes. So sticking to the goals that we set for ourselves can be somewhat difficult. How do you stay on track with your goals?
I have a major calendar in my room. So what I do, since I am a full-time college student, I'm just able to write everything down. And on certain days, I'll accomplish this task for school. And then most likely on the weekends, I'll accomplish certain tasks for my hair business just to get it done. But also, I would say remaining in my word. I feel like once I open the Bible, I see that there weren't allowed to be procrastinators back then. They had to get it done. when God said to get it done. So just him running my life, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Mhm.
So my show, we focus on goals and success and working hard. But we also focus on self-care.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear you talk and you are very, very successful, right? And you're very motivated and you have this high standard that you've set for yourself. And I believe that you're going to surpass all of this.
Mm-hmm.
How do
Thank
you
you.
show yourself self-care?
I actually struggle with that.
Okay.
I've tried, and I would say the self-care that I do is just attend church and therapy. I do that for myself. I go to therapy once a week.
Okay.
That is a part of my self-care, but it is hard to maintain just because I'm always working. But I don't know. I have to add that factor into my life, honestly.
You
because
do.
it's really hard.
You do. And at your age, it will be easier for you to do it now and to make sure that you include that routine that focuses on yourself, because you don't want to get to a point where you burn out. So you have these great ideas and you're constantly working towards a goal, but you do have to give yourself some grace.
Yes, definitely.
And definitely some peace of mind where you're not thinking about a goal and it's just peace and relaxation. Please take it from me. Do it
Yes, I
now.
will.
Do it now at your age. So how do you, well, I was going to ask you, how do you balance your everything, but you say you struggle with the balance
Definitely.
of it. So if you were given the opportunity, like 5 days off, what would you do? You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to think about any goals, business, school, nothing. What would you do for those 5 days?
First of all, shift my mindset of not being a full-time entrepreneur, because it's
Okay.
hard just to say, oh, I have a day off.
Yes.
Because even on the days off, I'm working. But for those 5 days, I would pamper myself, get a full body massage. I'm a hairstylist. I stand on my feet 24/7.
Yes.
So I would get a full body massage. I would spend more time with God, go on vacation maybe, Jamaica, enjoy a nice boat ride. But but knowing me, it'll be so hard for me to put the phone down and not work. So I think I'll try my hardest to enjoy those 5 days. But I feel like I'll still have to add some type of work in there. I don't know. I know it's hard.
But if you order everything, if everything is in order, and I believe that you are highly successful and highly organized, and everything is running efficiently, and you've put those processes into place, you should be able to step away for 5 days.
Yes.
And I recommend you making that a goal.
Definitely.
A short term, not a long term.
You're not the first one to tell me that either. I've heard a lot of
short term.
wise older people tell me that I need to take a break before I burn out, because I'm so young and I have the opportunity to. I'm only 18, so
yes, I've been working since I was 14. I'm tired. I'm tired. So we had to take a quick break and we'll return. Welcome back. We're wrapping up our discussion on goals with Jade Azariah. We've been discussing the goals. We have also been discussing motivations behind her entrepreneurship, highlighting some of the challenges and the opportunities that come at starting a business at a young age. So we've covered a lot. What advice do you have for young people looking to start a business of their own?
I would say find that one thing that you're very passionate about, and it should be something to the point where you're able to wake up and do it and not make money from it, but you're still going to do it anyways, and just allow God to direct your path when it comes to that. But also, please do not compare yourself to other people. As an entrepreneur, it's okay to take a break from social media, because you'll get so wrapped into seeing how successful everybody else is and comparing your paths and success when it's not supposed to be the same.
I love that. I love that advice. So I am so inspired by the work that you do and just your motivation behind starting these businesses. Can you tell us some more about your business?
Yes. So When I was a freshman in college, I decided to go to cosmetology school in Charlotte, all while being in college in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So me taking that adventure from Winston-Salem to Charlotte, North Carolina every day to receive my license was challenging, but I was able to do it. So now I'm officially a cosmetology graduate with a hair business.
That's good. Tell us about the hair business.
So I started when I was 16 years old, and I specialize in locks. I would say that I'm a very great loctician, and it's called The Industry. It's named after my papa who passed away, and his name began with the letter N, and it's named after my brother as well.
Okay. So give us the contact information, including the spelling as well.
Okay, so on Instagram, it's THENDUSTRIE, The Industry, and you can contact 980-400-1085 to book your hair appointment.
Okay, that's great. You've already achieved impressive success in your business ventures, demonstrating that age is no barrier to making a difference in the world of business. So I thank you for being on Gold Digger with Dagmar.
Thank you.
I'd like to emphasize the importance of supporting and encouraging entrepreneurship in our youth. By providing resources, mentorship, and opportunities for young people to explore their passions and turn them into successful businesses, we can help it create a more dynamic and diverse economy for the future. I hope you're inspired to take action towards your goals and dreams. I leave you with these words from Sam Altman to start your week. Young people willing to push super hard to make something happen are among the most powerful forces in the world. I'm grateful to everyone that tuned in, both locally and beyond. Don't hesitate to contact me if you need help finding a realtor in your listening area. Get the best buying, selling, and real estate investment advice. Visit yourcarolinasagent.com. Continue to tune in every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Please remember to connect with me by going to golddigginradio.com. Follow me on the socials at Gold Diggin Radio, including YouTube. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to be a guest on the show or want to learn more about advertising and sponsorship opportunities, email media@golddigginradio.com. Shout outs to Visual Vibes Media for producing the audio and video for the show. You've been listening to Gold Diggin with Dagmar, and I'm your host, Dagmar Demore, your Carolina's agent, unlocking the home of your dreams on WDRB Media, the voice of the community, for double the information and inspiration. Until we speak next week.
When you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song, feel good, I feel good, 'cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about, feel good,